Welcome to Michael Romeo Talks Books. Glad to have you back if you're returning, and if you're new, glad to have you here for the first time. Here in the United States, anyway, it is Black History Month, and we honor the achievements, the lives, the history of the African Americans in our communities. And to take advantage of Black History Month to learn more about them and their experiences, I've chosen 3 Pulitzer Prize winning novels by 3 Pulitzer Prize winning African American writers. And starting with the first is by Colson Whitehead. It's the book called The Nickel Boys, won the Pulitzer Prize in 2020. It's a novel based on actual events that happened with a detention facility in Florida in the 1950s, at the height of the Jim Crow laws. And for those of you who don't know what the Jim Crow laws were, there were laws on the books in many states in the United States that actually promoted and endorsed segregation and the treatment of blacks as inferior and in many cases just simply subhuman. Those laws were actually on the books until 1965. In this book, The Nickel Boys, it follows the events surrounding 2 young men who were sentenced to this detention facility in Florida and the ill treatment that they and others there received, all justified and upheld by the Jim Crow laws. I've started it and I'm not very far into it so far. I'm only on a couple of chapters, but I have a feeling it's going to be a very intense book. It's starting out well, and already the characters are likable, and I'm looking forward to seeing what happens in their lives. Also reading in ebook form, I'm reading The Color Purple by Alice Walker, which was the 1983 winner of the Pulitzer Prize for Fiction. It's the story of Celie, who grew up in poverty in the South. I believe the novel is set in the 1920s. There's been nothing to actually indicate that specifically, but taking out of context some of the things that are said and are happening, I believe it's the 1920s. And it's Miss Celie's journey of self-discovery from being, in her own eyes, insignificant and unimportant. She does this through writing letters to God about her experiences and about the lives of herself and the people around her. And as these letters go on, you learn more and more about her, about what life was like and at that time in the South and for the black people. And you see her growth. You see her starting to grow, starting to move forward with herself. And I'm looking forward to seeing how it turns out for her. And thirdly, I am going to be reading Beloved by Toni Morrison, which won the Pulitzer Prize in 1988. And it is a story, if I have it correctly, I haven't even started this one yet, but the impression I have is it's about a woman who is freed from slavery and begins to start a new life free of that bondage, but is haunted by her child who died in infancy and was unnamed. And the grave marker that was put in place for her was simply labeled Beloved, hence the title of the novel. So those are the 3 books I'm going to be reading in February for Black History Month. And as I said, I'm looking forward to what they'll teach me, what they'll, how they'll expand my paradigms and help me to see what some people have gone through that I could never imagine going through. And people may be wondering, who have been watching my channel for, I've done 3 uploads prior to this one, what happened to my beard? And well, I was shaving one day and getting ready for work, and I made a slip and tried to correct it on the other side, and then had overcorrected, and now it's, anyway, it went back and forth until finally I had no beard left. but it will grow back, and I managed to save the mustache, so that's all good. Before I leave you all with Black History Month and the Pulitzer Prize winners. Pulitzer Prize, I chose the 3 Pulitzer Prize winners not only for their significance to Black History Month, but also because I have a project, a personal reading project, to read all the Pulitzer Prize winners for fiction that have been awarded thus far, and the ones that get added along as I go. And so far I've read 13 of them. These will be numbers 14, 15, and 16. And my next upload will be about my experience reading Pulitzer Prize winning fiction, the ones I've liked, the ones I haven't liked, the ones that I will be going back to because I didn't finish them for one reason or another, and just discussing, because there have been some incredible books that won the Pulitzer Prize. I mean, they really earned the Pulitzer Prize. And how my journey started by accidentally reading a Pulitzer Prize winning novel and being so blown away by it, I wanted to read more Pulitzer Prize winners. If you like what you're seeing, click the like button, subscribe so you get notifications when I upload more content. Let me know in the comments your experiences with Pulitzer Prize fiction or with books that have to do with Black History Month and the Black experience. And leave comments letting me know what else I can be doing on this channel, because it is as much your channel as it is mine. And I want to make it a pleasant place for you all to come and visit. And if there's a topic that you would like me to be discussing and following, then by all means, let me know what it is. Thanks for coming. I look forward to seeing you next time.